¡Hey! Muy buenos días. Ya estamos aquí en la Miranda School TV. Mi nombre es James Reporter y hoy tenemos un programa cargado de energía. Vamos a empezar la mañana con una experiencia con volcanes de la mano de Marina Fabró para continuar con Secret Seahorse, una historia que nos va a contar nuestra compañera Miss Melissa. Continuaremos con uno de los momentos más relajantes de nuestro programa, Mindfulness, esta vez de la mano de la profesora Ana Carolina. Luego continuaremos con un capítulo nuevo de Meeting My Friends de la mano del señor Brian. Y por último, una sesión bailonga de Motor Skills con Ignasi y Sara. ¿Estás preparado? ¡Dentro vídeo! ¡Ja, ja!
Let's do a volcano experiment at home. You can make your volcano in different ways. With aluminium foil, blocks or Lego, with card, or just a cup. We used homemade dough, and here's how we did it. You need 2 cups of salt, 3 cups of flour, and 1 cup of water. Mix it all together until you have a nice dough. We covered the bottle and let it dry, and we decorated the tray with trees and dinosaurs. Now for the eruption. You will need vinegar, dish soap, bicarbonate of soda, some warm water, and some food coloring or red paint. How to make your volcano erupt.
What? Lava is hot! Oh, you're right!
Add the soap to the water. Now add some baking soda too.
Let's sing a song.
Add some color. And mix it up.
Volcanoes erupt, volcanoes erupt, boom, boom, boom.
Then pour it into your volcano.
Magma is inside, magma is inside, magma is inside, inside the volcano.
Finally, add the vinegar.
And learn about the world.
Now watch how the ingredients react to make the volcano erupt.
Lava flows outside, lava flows outside, lava flows outside, outside the volcano. Lava is cold, lava is cold, lava is cold. Burr, burr, burr.
You can add more baking soda and vinegar for even more eruptions.
Oh, you're right. Ah! Let's sing a song.
We also tried it again in a glass, experimenting different ways to mix the ingredients.
Volcanoes erupt.
And look what happened!
Magma is inside, magma is inside.
You can do it as many times as you want.
Let's sing a song, and learn about the world. Lava flows outside, lava flows outside, lava flows outside, outside the volcano.
Now it's your turn. Have fun, everyone, with your volcano experiments.
Hello, boys and girls. We have a great story for you. It's called The Secret Seahorse, and it's a great story to go along with our animal of the week, our sea animal of the week, the seahorse. So during this story, you have to keep your eyes nice and big so that you can help me find the seahorse, okay? All right, let's go. Secret Seahorse. Written by Stella Blackstone and illustrated by Claire Bayton. I saw a secret seahorse deep down in the sea. Can you see the seahorse? Look carefully. Here's the seahorse. Did you find him? Great job. I tried to swim beside him. He was too quick for me. Can you find the seahorse? There he is. I see his tail behind a jellyfish. He swam past reefs of coral with colors flower bright. Can you find the seahorse? There he is. Did you find him? Very good. He swam past flickering fishes, then disappeared from sight. Where is he? Can you find him? There he is. Did you find him there in the green coral? Very good. I asked the octopuses where he might have gone. Can you find him? Has he disappeared? There he is. I can see his tail. Did you find his tail? Nice job. They just shrugged and shook their legs. I steadily swam on. Hey, can you find the seahorse? The octopuses can't see him. There he is. Did you find him next to that octopus? If so, great job. I came across a mermaid as she combed her hair. Do you see the seahorse? There he is, right below the mermaid with a flower on his nose. Very cute. Did you find him? I found an ancient shipwreck, but couldn't see him there. Do you see the seahorse? There he is. He's in the ship. I see his tail. At last, I found a secret cave. It looked so dark and dim. I stayed outside and shivered. I did not dare go in. Then in the cave, I saw a glint, and guess who greeted me? Who do you think it was? Not just one secret seahorse, a whole seahorse family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 seahorses in the seahorse family. I hope you enjoyed looking for the seahorses. Bye-bye.
Hello everybody, how are you? So it's super nice to see you again. And today for our mindfulness class, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be practicing mindful movement. And that means paying attention to how our body moves, okay? So for this exercise, I would like you to get up and we're going to do a little stretching first, and then I'm going to guide you through several exercises of mindful movement, okay? So first, let's take 3 deep breaths, but with our body, with our whole body, okay? So follow me. We're going to breathe in, out, in, out, in, out. Very good. Now you can put your hands on your heart. Try to see if you can feel your heart beating. Take a deep breath. Very, very, very good. Okay, so a lot of times we don't pay so much attention to how our body moves around. Okay, so for this exercise, we're going to do a mindful movement in slow motion. We're gonna move very slowly and we're going to pay attention to the sensations we feel in each part of our body. Okay? So we're going to start moving our right arm very slowly. We're going to move it up. Okay, so you can follow me. Try to move your hand very slowly, your right arm. It's going to go up very slow. Very slow, in slow motion. Try to see if you can feel your hand and your arm. If it feels heavy or if it feels light. Maybe you feel it cold or warm. And now we're going to take the arm down in slow, slow, slow motion. Try to see if you can feel the air. Yes, I can feel the air. I can feel it in my hand. Very good. So try to see where you feel your hand moving. I felt it, for example, in my shoulder. I felt it a little, like it hurt a little bit. So that's completely okay. Now let's try it with the other arm. The same exercise. We're gonna put it up, up, in slow motion, very slowly, up, up. Try to see how it feels, if it feels funny, warm, cold, heavy, or light. And we're going to take it down, paying attention to the feelings and the sensations we feel in our arm. Mindful movement, paying attention to the movement of our arm. Very good. So, for example, I felt it a little cold. My hands felt a little cold. And in this arm was the same as this arm. I felt a little like sore in my shoulders because we tend to move like fast and we don't pay attention so much. So when we're playing like sports or whatever, our whole body moves, but we don't pay attention so much on the sensations. So the idea with this exercise is to pay attention to the sensations we feel in our body. Okay, so now we're going to do the same but with the two arms and a little bit faster. Up, 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 up. Very good. Down, very slow, very slow, very slow. Try to see if you can feel the air maybe, or maybe you can feel tickles. Very good, very good. So how did that feel? Was it maybe a little weird? Maybe it's the first time you move so slow. Okay, we're used to moving super fast. So the idea with this exercise is to move slow, in slow motion. And that helps us feel more the body. Very good. So now, we're going to do an exercise with our hands. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them together and we're going to rub them. Let's rub the hands really fast. Fast, 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 fast. Till you feel heat, maybe a little heat. Maybe it feels warm. Fast, 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 fast. Okay. As fast as you can. Very good. Now stop. Okay. Now we're going to pay attention to what sensations we feel in our hands. How does it feel? Maybe they still feel warm or tingly. Now let's try it again. Rub, 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 rub. Really fast. Now stop. Maybe you can put them together and see if you can feel anything there. Maybe a little energy we can feel. Very good. Okay, so this exercise helps us feel our hands. Maybe you can take a look at your hands. Look at your hands and how they feel. Very good. Okay, now the third exercise. And this is going to be super, super fun. This exercise is called wiggle and freeze. So the idea is that when I say wiggle, we're gonna move around as fast as we can, like two crazy, and when we say freeze, I'm going to say freeze and you're going to stop. And you're going to pay attention to the sensations in your body. Okay? Ready? Okay, so let's relax a little bit. Okay, so now wiggle. Wiggle really fast, really fast. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. You can jump, Move, 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 move. Stop. Try to see if you can feel any sensation in your feet, your hand, your arms. Take deep breath. Wiggle. Move around, 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 move around. Stop. Where do you feel? I feel my chest. I'm a little out of breath. Okay, I also feel my hands. My hands are a little like tingly. My feet. Okay. Again, wiggle. Okay, maybe you can do different movement to one side, to the other side, however you want, okay? The idea is for you to have free movement, Very good. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Stop. Where do you feel the sensations? What part of your body? Pay attention to your body. Very, very, very good. Okay, and one last time. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Turn around, maybe go up, down. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Stop. Where do you feel it in your body? What sensations? Hot, cold, heavy, light. Very good. Okay, so now we put our hands down very slowly. We take a deep breath in, out. In, out. Very good. So my body feels like really active after doing the wiggle and stuff. And well, the idea, as I said before, for practicing mindful movement is paying attention to our body and how does it feel and how does it move, okay? So you can practice this exercise maybe with somebody in your family. It can be fun. You can teach them the wiggle and freeze, and you can also do it with music. Maybe put some music and dance, 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 and stop the music, and then stop and pay attention to what you feel. So that's the idea of the mindful movement, paying attention to how our body feels. Okay? So thank you so much for being with me today. I am super happy, and I hope you really had fun with this activity. I think it's really fun, and doing the slow motion is also fun. You can also try like slow motion walking, like walking really slow and paying attention to how your body moves when you're walking. That can be fun too. So remember, mindfulness is to have fun. It's an experiment. We're experiencing things and paying attention, okay? So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Hey there, my name is Brian, and I've been lucky enough to travel to different countries all around the world and meet many wonderful people. Follow me from your sofa as I introduce you to my friends who live in these countries, and they will explain all the interesting things that you can see or do where they live. So sit back and relax as we explore. Hi, good morning, everybody. And here with me, I have a special guest all the way in, well, we'll leave it to him. My friend here is George. And George, how are you today?
I'm really good. Thank you.
Good.
I'm really happy to be here, and I hope you enjoy everything I gotta say.
Good. George, why don't you start off by telling us where are you right now?
So I am right now in my room. I live in Germany. I live in Germany's capital. It's called Berlin.
Berlin, wonderful. Good, George. And have you? Tell us a little bit about you, George. How long have you lived there? Do you have a little bit of a story about where you've lived?
So I was born in Germany. I was born in another city. It's called Bielefeld. But after I turned 6, we moved to Spain. We were in Mallorca for a couple of years, and after we lived there for 6 years, we moved back to Germany, to Berlin. And since then I've been living here. So it's gonna be like 10 years or something. I've been living here.
Wonderful, good man, good. Why don't you tell us something interesting about where you live? Something maybe people don't know about Berlin.
So, Berlin, it's a really big city. It's a city that it's in fact 8 times bigger than Paris. It's bigger than London, and it's a city that it's always full of people. It's a city you can just walk all day long and every time see something new, interesting, because all the districts have different things. Every district has a different story. Every time you're in a different district, you will see different sightseeing, and it's just wonderful. When the weather allows it, it's a perfect city to just walk and lose yourself.
And that's great. That's wonderful, man. Good. Speaking of losing yourself, I'm guaranteed there's different types of restaurants and things all over the place. What food would you recommend the people watching that if you go to Berlin, you have to eat this? What kind of food are we talking about?
So the German kitchen isn't that great, in fact. But the good thing about Berlin is that it's a city that has a lot of different nationalities living in it. So when you're there, you are allowed to select from different types of kitchens. You can go to an Indian guy who serves a really good food. You can go to a Spanish guy who serves a really good food. But in fact, if you are in Berlin, I would suggest every time to go and have a Currywurst. Currywurst is a German sausage. Surprise! And it's served with a really good tomato curry sauce. And this sausage. It's only allowed to be served in Berlin, so you can't buy it in another place in another city.
Mm-hmm.
And just a fun fact: every time you go and see a kebab place, you have to know that it was Turkish immigrants who invented it in Berlin right after the Second World War II, when everybody came here to work.
Oh, wonderful. Good. And one thing, could you maybe, it's something, I don't know why I always fixated on this, but talking about food and stuff, schmaltz. Talking about schmaltz, could you explain to the people watching what exactly schmaltz is and why people enjoy to eat it?
So, schmaltz is the pig fat.
Yes.
It's just pig fat. And I don't really know it, but Germans, especially Berlin people, just love to put it on a piece of bread with a lot of onions, and they just enjoy it, man. But I couldn't really enjoy. I've never tasted it, but I would never eat it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go,
And
people. Try some schmaltz.
And I gotta say, it's your teacher's favorite word. Back then, when he came visit me, he was all day saying the same word.
Hey, I want to try schmaltz. So pig fat with onions on bread. Try that, people, when you get down
but you
there.
You didn't.
So speaking of strange things and weird things, what about clothing? I mean, people are used to seeing people like in Oktoberfest and they wear the typical outfits. Is there anything like that in Berlin? No. There's nothing. There's no typical clothing.
No, that's a typical stereotype of everybody thinking about Germany. Not they think Germans, they don't have a sense of humor. They only like to be at home and work, and they only dress like with this leather trousers.
The leather trousers.
Wear this little hats, but that's an exaggeration.
Okay.
Of course, every Germany is a really big country. It has different places, and each place has its own stereotypes.
Yeah.
And that stereotypes everybody know it's from München, but that is way far away from Berlin. We have our own awkward things to wear.
All right, good. And imagine once this crisis is over and everything like that, what could you tell people who are looking to travel and get out to convince them to go to Berlin first?
So as I said, Berlin is a really big city. Mm-hmm. And this is over. Everybody wants to get out and walk. Everybody wants to not to stay in the hotel, not to stay in the resort, not to stay at home. So Berlin is wonderful. It has a lot of districts, a lot of different sightseeings, a lot of small details, a lot of not sightseeings but interesting streets, beautiful streets. And if you want to go out and have a great time, walk a lot, see a lot of interesting things,
go to Berlin.
And just being home, you have to go to Berlin. It's beautiful.
Wonderful. Okay. And lastly, George, if you could maybe say something, is there some sort of saying or something, a phrase or something in German that can, and then later we'll translate it, that maybe you can get to give the people a bit of energy watching back home?
So I was thinking a lot of a saying for this time, but it's really difficult, and I didn't find anything, but I really wanted to say something in German.
Sure.
So maybe I send you the text and you can, with your students, translate it.
Sure.
It's just, ich wünsche euch allen viel Kraft, bleibt zu Hause, bleibt gesund, genießt die Zeit mit der Familie, nutzt die Zeit, um zu lernen. In ein paar Tagen werdet ihr alle wieder draußen sein und ihr werdet einen richtig guten Unterricht mit euren Lehrern haben.
Okay.
Wiedersehen.
Wiedersehen. Great. Okay, George, thank you so much for taking the time and meeting with us today. And we appreciate everything you've done for us. So thanks again, and hopefully we'll talk to you very soon. Bye now.
Bye.
Yes. No. I can talk right now. Okay. Yeah. I'll call you later. I have class. I have a video. I have to do a video now. I'll call you later. What? Okay. Hey, it's another joke. That's a banana. Come on. I wasn't talking with anyone. Welcome again. How have you been this Easter? How was your week? Did you have fun at home? Did you play a lot? I bet you played a lot and you had a lot of fun. Today, we are gonna do a super class. The first part, you are gonna stay with me and we are going to do activation. And the second part, with Miss Beautiful Sarah, you will have a super dance that you're gonna love it, okay? You need to grab a mat, and place it on the floor. If you don't have a mat, doesn't matter, no worries. You can put a towel, okay? You put a towel on the floor. Why? Because we will need to do some exercise and we will have to go to the floor, okay? And of course, water, because if you are thirsty, you need to drink some water, okay? I'm gonna put it here. And are you ready to start? Let's start. Okay, first movement, we're gonna go side to side, putting our feet together, okay? It is easy, isn't it? Fantastic. Okay, now it's gonna be a little bit more complicated, okay? Because we're gonna clap, 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 clap. Fantastic. Well done. Now, fast feet. We are gonna go with our feet as fast as possible. Don't do like this. I'm boring. I don't know how to go faster. Come on, try to go faster. Fantastic. Engage your abs. Keep your chest lifted. And fast, 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 fast. Well done. Now, side to side, okay? We're gonna put our feet together here on the middle, and we're gonna go to one side and put our weight to this leg. Then we're gonna come back to the center, and we're gonna go to the other side with the other leg. Okay, there is always one leg in the middle. Are you ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. Woo! Well done. Super. Well done. Well, a big clap for all of you. Wait, where is my smile? Wait, I lost my smile. Ah, it was in my pocket. Look, I put it here. Where is my smile? Here again. I got it. You have to always wear your smile on your face. Okay, next exercise. We're gonna go to the floor. We're gonna place, remember always to drink some water. It's super important to drink water. Okay? No, not through your eye, through your nose. No, even through your nose, through your mouth. Now, we're gonna place our hands, look, under our shoulders. Our hands under our shoulders. We are gonna lift our knees. And look, we are gonna bring our knees towards to our elbows, like this. Can you do it? Woo! Come on. Yeah. You will feel your belly working a lot. That's a super good sign. Good job. Okay, now a bit more difficult. Look, like this, and we're gonna open and close our legs. Well done. Super duper. Now on the floor, look, we're gonna try to keep our balance. Here, your weight is on your heels, okay? And you keep your chest lifted, your hands, your arms towards this direction, towards in front of you. And then we're gonna go up, jump, and go down again. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, hop! 3, 2, 1, hop! 3, 2, 1, hop! 3, 2, 1, hop! Super! One more time. 3, 2, 1, hop! Well done! Super duper! Okay, now we are gonna keep our balance in 1 feet, but you already know how to do that, to go with 1 feet. You already did it many times. We need another challenge. That's why, have a look. We're gonna go to one side and keep going. I lost my balance, but doesn't matter. That's how we learn. You go to one side, you keep your balance, and you go to the other and try to keep your balance. One side, balance on one foot, the other, balance here too. One side, balance, the other. Fantastic. One side. Well done. Woo. Super duper big clap for all of you. Now, we are going to do frontal kicks. And maybe you are wondering to yourself, what does it mean frontal kicks? It means to kick in front of you. How do we do that? If you want to kick with this leg, you go with the other, you place it and you stick it on the floor and tap. And then you swap. Tap. And you swap. Tap. And you swap. Tap. You have to keep your balance, eh? Tap. Let's do it a bit more faster. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done! Congratulations to all of you. And now, our last challenge. It's a challenge that we used to do at school. Remember, at the end of some sessions that Miss Sarah and I, we made the circle and we told you, now we are going to sit down on the floor without using our hands. It means we cannot put our hands on the floor. Okay, you will see an example now. Look, my hands up and my hands never touch the floor. And then if I want to go up, I can use my hands either. Go down again and up. Oi. Come on, let's do it all together. 1, 3, 2, 1. One more time, hope you got it, okay? 1, 3, and 2. Super! Let's celebrate all together. Now, the next part of the session, you will be with Miss Beautiful Sarah. Bye-bye.
Good morning to everyone. Today we have a super fun song for all of you to enjoy, to start the day jumping, singing, shouting, and the most important thing, to start the day happy. Because this is the most important thing. Every day we have to stand up, always smiling. Yes? To do that, we are going to start standing up, stand up from the floor. But before that, don't forget to put on your trainers. Yeah? And at the count of 3, I want everybody ready to start this song. In 3, 2, 1. Can I open my eyes? Yes or no? Yeah? Okay, let's see if everyone is ready. Well done! A big clap for all of you. You did it fantastic. Like in class. See you!
Oh, I can dance. Oh, I can swing. Oh, I can sing. La la la. Out loud. La la la. Oh, I can dance. Oh, I can swing. Oh, I can sing. La 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 la. Can you jump? Can you jump really high? I can jump really high. Can you jump high just like me? I can jump higher. 1, 2, 3. I can dance. Oh, I can swing. Oh, I can sing. La 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 la. Oh, I can dance. Oh, I can swing. Oh, I can sing. La 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 la. Can you run? Can you run really fast? I can run really fast.
And you?
Can you run fast just like me?
Are we ready to
I
run?
can run faster. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can dance. Oh, I can swing. Oh, I can sing. La 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 la. Can you jump? Can you jump really high? I can jump really high. Can you jump high just like me? I can jump higher. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can dance. Oh, I can swing. Oh, I can sing. La 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 la.
Very good!
Oh, I can dance. Oh, I can swing. Oh, I can sing. La 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 la.
Well done!
Can you shout? Can you shout really loud? I can shout really loud. Say hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Say ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Say ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Now scream. Oh, I can dance. Oh, I can swing. Oh, I can sing. La 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 la.
And you? How do you do it? Let's see.
I can dance. Oh, I can swing. Oh, I can sing. La 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 la
Out loud!
la 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 la.
Y hasta aquí el capítulo de hoy. Se despide James Reporter desde la Miranda School TV. Que tengan un buen día.